What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. As you can see, I'm doing wonderful today. Happy Monday. Yeah, I hope you guys had a great weekend, because for us as a Chelsea fan, it wasn't that great, right? We did tie against Crystal Palace, but this is after match. Our coach talked to a lot, and some team are already in crisis. Manchester United, they're in crisis. Man United is in crisis. So we're gonna just try to talk about Chelsea for first three game and what we did, and of course the most important thing, since it's international break, there won't be football, club football for 15 days. So during those 15 days we're gonna cover some international football, but most importantly tonight we're gonna start covering Chelsea Football Club summer transfer window. We're gonna do a three-part series, which we're gonna address the player that left, the player that we sent to loan, and the player that we signed. So we're gonna just start with the player that we signed this season. They are 13, right? So that will be the topic today. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the world of soccer. If you're not allowed to subscribe, give me some love. Yo, come on, give me some love. I need it. Subscribe, like, and share this with your friend. So without wasting any time, you're gonna just start because we had a 3 game. The first game we lost against Manchester City. I mean, everyone is losing Manchester City in these days. So that, as we said, our season was starting with Wolf. So we did great against Wolf. We won against Wolf. In between, we play Servette. We won against Servette. The home game 2-0. We lost at Swiss 2-1, but we qualified. That was the most important thing, to get the ticket to the Conference League. So, but after that game, we played Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is a type of team that we usually win, even if we are struggling. We remember those days. It can be tough game, but it always end up 1-0, 2-1. Always we beat them. They are like a nice little brother that are really good sometimes, but we always beat them, like no matter what. But they took the point. It was their first point in the Premier League this season. They lost 2 games, and then they took the point at the bridge against Chelsea, 1-1. Overall, that game was alright. The defense was good, the midfield was alright. It's just like the offensive line missed a lot of chances, especially Nicolas Jackson, which we're gonna talk about. Nicolas Jackson is like a new player for us now, because Cole Palmer extended his contract into 2033, which is 9 years, and Nicolas Jackson did the same, and he have 9 years in his contract. So we're gonna see, because I think I heard somewhere, like I read from I don't know, Ben Jacob or anyone said that Todd Bowley think he can just relieve this player from their contract, just like he can do it in US here, like in the NFL, MLB, or like the NBA, because here they can just terminate their contract like that. And I think he think he can do that in football world. We don't know if he pull that string. We will see what's gonna happen in the courthouse, because I don't think he can do that, because I think the players are well protected in Europe, and like they have a labor union that protect them. So like I don't think he can just fire them like that without consequences. If you fire them, you gotta pay them all their money, right? That is the deal. So, but hey, it's Todd Bowley and Clay Ray, so they're gonna do whatever they can to do business deal, because they are business people. They may not know what is going on the field, but they know how to spend their money and how to get it back, right? So we're gonna see that. Anyway, like I said, this is a 3-part series, which we're gonna start with the signing. In the beginning of the back, we start like we had a 13 player this season. 13. We signed 13 new player. So we're gonna just go through the list. We got Tosin Adrabio. He's a center defender. We all know, like, he already started playing. He joined us on a free transfer from our West London neighbor, right? Fulham. They give us, we took him for free. So Tosin Adrabio is the first, he's not the first one coming in the door, but alphabetically we're gonna just start with him. And of course we had Estevao William, the Palmeiras. Palmeiras, a young boy, is really good. I watch some Palmeiras game here sometime. The boy is good. He's gonna be coming next year, right? He's gonna turn 18 and then he will join us. That's what I'm saying. We have too many winger, right? So that's the third one was Omari Clement. Clement is an 18 years old. He's attacking midfielder, right? So he's from Aston Villa. You remember when we wanted to buy their boy John Duran? But yeah, we couldn't get Durant, so we got this boy. He's a midfielder, offensive midfielder. I thought he was a number nine, but no, he's an offensive midfielder, and we have him for 6 years. So he signed a contract for 6 years. By the way, Esther, 6 years contract. So like that's Omari Clement. I don't know if they're gonna send him to loan or not. We're gonna address all that because he's in the squad. And of course, the fourth one is Margiu from FC Barcelona, Spanish striker. He's a striker. Margiu from Barcelona. He scored a winning goal in his first debut professional career. Like that's why. And then he scored in the Clasico, I think, right? At 18, he just signed a 5 years deal with Chelsea. So we're gonna have Margiu for a while. He's the backup striker for Nicola Jackson because you know David Dutra, David David Washington and Dutro Fofana, they're all leaving. Like we're gonna just address all those leaving player on loan. So that's a Margiu, which is our fourth one, two, three, four player, and then the fifth one was Kiernan Downsbury Hall. That's Enzo Maresca boy, right? Coming from Leicester City, where they became champion with together in Leicester. They won the championship and then got promoted to the Premier League. So when Enzo Maresca came, he just took him with him. That's what some coaches do. Most of the time when they move to a new club, they just take their favorite player. We saw Lukaku and Kante, which is good for us, right? He's already in Napoli. He's already start banging goal. He scored a goal with Conte. They were celebrating. It's good. Lovely, lovely picture. We happy. They're happy. Everyone is happy in this day. So that's good. All right. So of course, the sixth one is Renato Vega from Switzerland, and he's a versatile player. He can play everywhere. That's Enzo Maresca say he love how he move on the field. He love how he can use him in different position in the field. So he was signed from Switzerland. He's 20 years old, but that would look like bro. He looked like a 25 or 30, bro. But he came from FC Basel. We know we have a really good relationship with them. That's where Willian come from. That's where we bought Mohamed Salah. So we have a really good record with them getting their player to Chelsea. So he can play everywhere, really. He can play center back, right back, left back, and midfield. So he can play everywhere, which is good for Maresca. So, of course, the US born Caleb Whaley. He's a left back, He came in. I know we have a Cucurella is doing good. We casted out Ben Chilwell. But hey, Caleb Wiley joined Chelsea on a 6 years contract, but we sent him to Strasbourg for loan. So he was in the Olympic team, right? So I can't wait to see him. We signed him from Atlanta, just like we signed Petrovic. You remember Petrovic was Chicago Fire, right? So that is a Caleb Wiley. And then we got another player from Spain, Philip Jorgensen. Great goalie from Villarreal. So he's come from Villarreal. He signed 7 years contract. Yo, Chelsea is just is 8 years of contract, and immediately linked it up with a new teammate during our US tour. So like we signed him from Villarreal, and then he just went to join the US tour, which we watched the game against Man City and Celtic. It was fun. It was fun to see our boys on action, right? So that's him. He's the second choice of the goalie so far, because the 3 game we saw is Alexis. He's not the first choice. He's playing the Europa League, Conference League. He's playing the Conference League, and so far is chances is starting in the Premier League. So he's a backup goalie. So of course we have another one, Aaron Anselmino. Yeah, he's young. He's young. He's signed for 7 years contract. We bought him from his Argentina defender, 7 years contract. He will continue his development with the Boca Juniors. So we bought him and then let him with them. So he's gonna stay with them for 2 or 3 years, or maybe 1 year, and then he will come back. He's a center back, really talented center back. If you see Boca Juniors play, he's just always there. As young as he is, and having game time he having in Argentina, he's just good, right? So of course those were the defensive player we got, and of course we moved on. We bought Pedro Neto. That was surprising. They just tell us, oh yeah, we announced that Pedro Neto is coming from Wolverhampton. I mean, we all know Pedro Neto. He's good. he has a pace. He can dribble. He can shoot. Like he's good. The Portuguese are usually good soccer player, right? So we bought him, and then he's a 24 years old. So like still in the age bracket of the Chelsea new ownership, right? He's still there. So we have him. It was quick. It was quick. I think I can't wait to see what you're gonna do, because if that dude stay fit, we have a great, we have a lot of wingers, so he will be one of them. All right. And then of course we went to for another Portuguese. We saved him. We rescued him from Chimione jail. He was in jail, bro. That dude wasn't happy at Atletico Madrid at all. So we just went for him. He lowered his wages so he can join Chelsea, so they can have an agreement with Atletico, which we did. And he returned to Chelsea from Atletico Madrid on a prominent deal, having enjoyed a loan spell at Stamford Bridge. We remember when he was there. I know he didn't score a lot. I think he scored 3 goals, 4 assists in his first spell. But now he's a permanent. His first game, he scored. I mean, against Wolf, I think everyone was scoring in that game, right? So João Felix is back. Everyone know who João Felix is. Really talented player. Can play like as number 10. Can play winger, first number 9. In the offensive line, you can put him anywhere. He can show his talent, but it's just like he's not consistent. So we just hope the consistency will start coming up, because he's a adult now, right? He's adult, so we're gonna just see how we're gonna do, because he's on 7 years deal now. So we see. And of course we have another young player. He's a Belgian goalkeeper. That one is crazy. Like, I don't know, we have a list of 16 goalie. We sent Petrovic on loan. We send like Kepa Arrizabalaga to loan, but we signed another goalie, knowing that we have a lot of goalie. But he's a Belgian goalkeeper, officially he joined from Genk, this summer of 2025. But he signed a 7 years deal, and then he gonna stay there, to play, to have some game time. And of course, the last one, the big one, is Jadon Sancho, right? We signed Jadon Sancho on a loan, and with obligation to buy between 20 to 25 million euro from Man United. So we all know who Jadon Sancho is. He played the Champions League final last year with the Borussia Dortmund, and he has a tremendous impact on that team, and he was one of the key players for that team. He doesn't score a lot, but he's really dangerous for the opponent. So these are the players we signed. There are 13 players. So for me, ranking this player, I would just say, okay, Vega may be good, Jorgensen, Philip Jorgensen. Is Jorgensen or Jorgensen? I think those are positive signing, especially Neto and João Felix. Those are really great addition. And Jadon Sancho. Because, I don't think we needed Jadon Sancho, but I don't know what is going through those guys' mind. I don't know, maybe they thought they could do different deal to get our player, like, the vice captain, which he's not vice captain anymore, Ben Chilwell. But we could have Netflix and chill, like in Chelsea. We could have Neto, Felix, and Chilwell, but they didn't, because they didn't like Ben Chilwell. So anyway, these are the first part of the video, of the 3-series video we're going to do, because the 13 players are in, right? Some of them are sent to loan to Strasbourg, to Burnley, and so we're sending player out. So for me, overall, this transfer window is average. We signed a lot of quantity but no quality. The quality player we have in this is João Felix, Pedro Neto, and Jadon Sancho. The rest, I don't see them better than what we used to have, because I don't think we needed those players, right? I don't think so. But we signed them to bring them into the club just maybe 1 to 2 years ago, to let them go, just like we are doing today, or the young player, Anyway, the Santos deal collapsed. We didn't send him to Strasbourg anymore for 17 million, because I think they're scared of the investigation of Europe, because we play in Europe now. It's not like we play only Premier League. We are in Europe, so everything you do, they're gonna investigate it. They're gonna try to mitigate everything what's going on. So anyway, like I say, quantity-wise, we had a lot of players, but qualitative, we is not qualitative recruitment. It's not. It doesn't make sense. Some of them doesn't make sense. Signing Margu while having Datro Fofana or David Washington, It doesn't make sense. Those guys are similar profile. Just give the other boys game time. But no, they decide to bring someone from Barcelona. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And now I'm frustrated too because there was a striker that we need. We know we have nothing against Nicola Jackson, but Jackson missed a lot of chances. We saw that yesterday against Crystal Palace, missing that golden chance. He could score it, bro. 2-1, 85, 87 minutes, and we would just go to the international break with peace, right? But he decided to do something. He didn't chip him, he didn't shoot, and he just gave the goalie the ball in his arm, right? So anyway, I was just I wasn't happy because there was a striker that we could take. Of course, we all know who is the international, Nigerian international, the Eagle player, the African Ballon d'Or. Victor Osimhen was available to take, but we were stubborn. Some of those did. Nobody will know what happened really. But the dude wanted his 11 million euro, nothing more, nothing less. He did not want lower his wage, which is right. Why would you do that? It's not like you're going to play Champions League or something. You're not even guaranteed finishing top 4. So Chelsea refused to give him the salary he wanted. So the dude did not join Chelsea. Now we don't have him. Even though our coach said we don't want to have a player that don't want to be there. Osimhen wanted to be there. It's just like he don't want to get the slavery wages that we are giving to this young player. He's not that young. He's already past the step of young getting 25, 40, 70,000 pounds a week. He already passed that. He already went through that. It would be ridiculous if he go back to that, because even João Felix cut his wages, but he getting 182 a week because he was getting more than 270 or something like that with Atletico. He lowered his wages, but not to in the 100. And what Chelsea was proposing is in the 100,000 a week. Nobody with his rational mind would accept. I know people are criticizing, so he's greedy, his agent is greedy. No, they are not greedy. They're just asking for respect. Would you take the Ballon d'Or of South American player and then disrespect him like this? Or Asian Ballon d'Or or whatever? Do you think they're gonna pay him the wage they were proposing to him? It's not like even he was in Africa. If he was in Africa, he would accept it. But he's in Europe, bro. He's already earning that money. He could stay there earning. Hence, he moved to Galatasaray. Because for him, he wanted to go to Chelsea and not to go back to Napoli. Because the relationship breakdown with Napoli president. That dude is greedy. Napoli president is greedy. He could sell him to Chelsea or to PSG, but he wanted 130 million. You have how many years a contract and you don't have a good relationship with Osimhen? So that dude is greedy, and Osimhen did not want to be trampled on. So he stand his ground. And now he's going to Galatasaray on a loan. Galatasaray will pay his 11 million a year. They're gonna take charge of all his wages. So he already moved to Galatasaray in Turkey, which is good for him. Everyone was saying, oh yeah, now you're gonna sit there, you won't be playing. No, he's gonna play. You're gonna play football. You will see him in the Europa League. They are in the Europa League. They will be playing there, and we'll be playing the Conference League. So I know a lot of people was saying, oh yeah, he refused to go to Chelsea on loan. No, like he just wanted a permanent move from Napoli. This is an emergency because he did not want to stay the whole year sitting on the bench or in the U23 because he was excluded from the Serie A list. The Serie A list, which is they cannot change until December. So he did not want to stay there, so he just went to Galatasaray so he can play. All right? So joke on us for not going for him because now we don't have a striker. We have only Nicola Jackson and Mark Gill, which I think is insufficient for the Premier League. And we will see what's going to happen, right? I know Enzo Maresca are going to have his squad now because all the players that needed to leave left, and the player that can go to Saudi, to Turkey, I'm pretty sure they're working on that, tirelessly working to get those players out. Because now we still have a 31 player on the squad, which it was 47, you remember? Everyone left, now we have 31. They just need to take 6 out again. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Anyway, tomorrow we're gonna just do another video on the player that left, Thiago Silva and all those boys that permanently left the club. So we're gonna address that. Anyway, guys, hey, if you like this type of series, like addressing Chelsea, if you like our transfer thing, comment below, let me know. And of course, what do you think out of 1, ranking this from 1 to 10, what would you give to our owner in this transfer window? So comment below, and yeah, let's discuss it in the comment. I'm looking forward to answer some of your question down there. So thank you guys for watching, and yo, stay safe. I'll be there tomorrow. See you and bye.